Hi guys, welcome to Soul's No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your Timeless Tarot. For whenever it is that you're tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Now, oops, I can see we're jumping straight in. Crown chakra. Everything is connected. Don't ignore the red flags. Okay. I accept what I can't change. Okay, someone here is receiving. Crown chakra is your connection to universal consciousness. It's your connection to spirituality or the spirit world, other dimensions. Someone here is connecting. The crown is open, very active. And I don't know if you're receiving some sort of guidance, downloads, intuition surrounding red flags. And the universe is asking you not to ignore what it is that you're receiving. Trust what it is that you're receiving. We had a reading not so long ago that was, I don't know, giving me like a similar kind of energy. As in, the whole point of us going through the experiences that we do is to develop, it's to hone our spiritual gifts, our ability to be discerning. So if there's red flags that are being, presented to you through other people, even your own, and you're seeing them clearly, but you're questioning, can I trust that? Is that really what it is? The universe is saying, yeah, don't ignore it. They're red for a reason. And we were saying in that reading, like, sometimes waiting until you have firm, concrete evidence and receipts, it may be too late. It may be too late. Red flags are an early warning sign. They're an early indicator of what's to come, if you know what I mean. So if you keep ignoring those red flags, they're just going to get bigger and bigger and louder to the point where you can't ignore them. But then, by that time, some serious damage may have been done, whether in your own life, in the lives of other people. So yeah, if you're being alerted to something, it's for a reason. It is for a reason, so don't ignore that. And then it says, I accept what I can't change. So even if you're seeing these red flags, it's not for you to change other people. It's for you to accept that you're seeing what you're seeing. People show us who they are, and we just have to believe them. We're not trying to change people around here, not in this season of our lives. Not in this season of our lives. But the whole point of you receiving this information is so that you can make a different choice or a different decision. Or you can, make a choice as to whether this is something that you want to be involved in or in the middle of. So don't ignore these red flags. Let's see what's going on. 10 of Wands in the reversed. Releasing of a burden. Not taking responsibility. I don't know if it's for somebody else's actions or behaviour or your own. I don't know. Let's jump into this. 2 of Cups. Right. Any more? Show me why the 10 of Wands is in the reverse and we've got the 2 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Oof, the Devil. Death. Ending of something toxic. Cutting out something from your life. Very well could be these red flags. And now we go back to the World card and the Lovers. Oh, you know what? I just want to take from the bottom of the deck. I'm going to do it. Because the Devil's in the last card. The last reading, sorry. We've got the Devil, Capricorn energy, ruled by Saturn. We've got Death card, Scorpio energy, ruled by Pluto. We've got the Queen of Swords here. This is Libra energy, Aquarius energy. 3 of Swords. Right, okay. And I'm going to leave all these major arcans because we've got so many of them. I'm going to leave these all at the bottom of the deck for now. Right, okay. So these red flags, let's go here first. That's what I mean. These red flags, they're glaring, they're obvious. They're not to be ignored. This is what happens as a consequence if we do ignore them. As I say, they get bigger and bigger and we get more attached and we get more sucked in and we get controlled and we feel powerless. And then before we know it, we're right in the middle of something that we don't want to be in. As I was saying at the beginning about discernment, the Queen of Swords is the Queen of Discernment. of using logic, using her brain. She's not going to be looking at people going, oh, well, you know, this is my partner, or this is my mom, or this is my friend, or this is whoever. She takes emotion out of it. There's no emotion in any of this. Don't ignore the red flags. There's heart here with the Two of Cups. So I don't know if this is red flags in a relationship, of an intimate variety, or if this is just someone that on an emotional level you're connected with. But it doesn't matter. Red flags are red flags no matter where they're showing up. But this is putting an end to that. Death is the end of a cycle. It's liberating yourself. It's trusting what it is that you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you feel. Trusting what it is that you feel. Especially if you've had experience in the past of this suffering, of this pain, of this heartbreak. You know what that feels like. There should be a bit of like, I felt this before, or I kind of know where this is going to lead, without projecting those negative experiences. As I say, we've got to accept what we can't change. We're not trying to save people. We're not trying to, enable people. We're not trying to turn a blind eye and ignore what's going on, because that's going to be to our detriment, and not just ours, like I say, other people's as well. So this would be having the discernment to close out, put a permanent end to a toxic cycle, whether you've got the evidence or not. Then this crown chakra, universal energy, like I say, it's you dropping a burden or responsibility or the weight associated with a partner, with somebody else, with a significant other. I don't know. But someone's dropping the burden or needs to drop the burden. I feel you're receiving the guidance to do this though. There may be a new direction that the universe is trying to steer you in or move you towards that you can't get to if you're connected to this. The devil, death, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords. The Queen of Swords can have a hardened heart. Well, some people say that the Queen of Swords is heartless, and to a capacity, she kind of is. But it's not that she's heartless. It's just that, and I've seen an Instagram post, it's just that she uses her heart less. You're not going to be able to emotionally manipulate the Queen of Swords. She's not in it for emotional validation, if you know what I mean. Truth, facts, that's all that she's really interested in. And if she's not getting that, then this is what she's going to do. She's going to detach. She's going to cut herself free from whatever this bullshit is. Then we've got all these major arcanas at the bottom of the deck. And it's I accept what I can't change. Magician. That's your willpower. It's your ability to create, your ability to manifest. Then we've got the World. Manifest the closing out of this cycle because you're no longer ignoring any red flags. Lover's card. A choice to make. Temperance, balance, divine timing, karmic situations, balancing them out. High Priestess. That's what I mean about you receiving the intuitive guidance, the downloads, the message that something has to be closed out, or that you need to look at something. You've got to get your head out of the sand. So all of this major arcana energy, what is there, like 5 major arcana cards, 6, 7, including the 2 up there. And we go back to the 7 of Wands, which was in the last reading, that energy of you being protected by your ancestral army, but you also doing what you need to do to protect yourself. And this is part of it. Not ignoring the red flags. That is protecting yourself. Protecting yourself. And then we've got the 2 of Swords. So I don't know if there has been an element of denial or enabling this kind of energy in the past or currently that the universe is asking you to step out of. Stop enabling this behavior in others by ignoring something that's right in front of your face. Because if you look at that, let's come out next to this now. Ooh, even the way that I've picked it up, let me hold all 3 of these. You've got these, the card in the middle is a 2 of Swords, and there's a sword pointing in this direction and one in this direction. She's got a blindfold on, but it almost feels like, yes, and look, it's directly above the Lovers, the choice. There's a choice that needs to be made, that can only be made if you take off the blindfold and you have clarity and you see the truth, see what it is that you're connected to or what it is you have been enabling in terms of ignoring these red flags? Or do you protect yourself, put up boundaries, speak your truth, stand up for yourself, call some bullshit out? That seems to be what the choice is. Which way do you go? Do you call it out, or do you keep your eyes closed and pretend it's not happening? And it's difficult. It's difficult. Especially if this is family. I don't really have any family cards here, but there's so many major arcanas. But because I'm getting the energy of the last reading, the Devil was in there, the Seven of Wands was in there, the World was in there, but it was in the reversed. This could be a family situation, not for everybody, but it could be. And with this accept what you can't change, that's the thing. A lot of this is going to be outside of your control. You're not going to have control over these other people. But you do have control over yourself, your independence. Doing something on your own. The Queen of, the Nine of Pentacles is not a codependent energy. Whereas the Devil is codependent. So the Devil is more likely to close their eyes to shit because it's like they're unhealthily attached to these people, these places, these things, this job, where they have to close their eyes to the bullshit because financially they're going to suffer as a consequence, or emotionally they feel as though they're going to suffer. Queen of Pentacles is not putting up with any of that bullshit. She's quite happy to stand alone, ruled by the Hermit. Solitude isn't something that the Nine of Pentacles person is scared of. Then we've got the Six of Cups, something of the past, giving and receiving. Then we've got the King of Swords. Here's that discernment. King of Swords is the least emotional out of all of the suits of the swords. He's not going to be manipulated in the upright. He's not going to be manipulated to giving to a situation just because these people, places and things are of the past. Let's put them this way. He's not going to be manipulated in giving to something of the past just because it's from the past, if it doesn't make logical sense. If he can't see a truth in there. If there's no clarity in there. He's not going to have a blindfold on and be umming and ahhing and sat on the fence. Sometimes he can be very much up in his head and a bit single-minded. But he would rather be that way and make the choice than be in that flip-flop, shall I not, shall I not? No, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords are just going to cut shit out and deal with the consequences after. For some, I don't know if this could be work. Oops, we've got the Eight of Pentacles here. So I don't ignoring red flags surrounding a boss, a work, career, job, what you're being asked to do. But there's something that you know here with the High Priestess. It's like you know. So if you, I'm not saying if, it's, I understand. And there's no judgment ever from me on this channel, whether you are the karmic energy or the collective energy. It don't make any difference to me. As I said, I accept what I can't change. I'm just here to deliver the messages. If anybody chooses to do anything then with the information that I pass on, that's great. But if you don't, that's great too. Once I've done this, my bit here is done. Do you know what I mean? You do with that what you want. I accept what I can't change, and anything outside of myself, it's not my responsibility. 10 of Wands, not your responsibility. But I think the universe is wanting someone to move in a new direction, but they've kind of got to get out of this or make a choice to move in the new direction though, not just get swept up in the old just because it's familiar or just because you've known this person or people for a long time. What is this now? The Evil Eye? Evil Eye protection. We had the card that came out yesterday here that was talking about being protected by your ancestral army. The Seven of Wands is that energy of protection, standing up for yourself to close out this cycle. Card number 1. The only ace that we have. Is this the only ace? Well, the Magician is a 1 as well. So we've got a Magician number 1. Aces are obviously number 1s. This card is a 1. So I don't know if there's someone evil eyeing this new beginning, or the fact that you are able to manifest, or you have the willpower or determination to move towards this new beginning. Somebody could be throwing negative energy onto you. These could be the red flags that you know that someone's not in your corner, not supporting you, jealous of you, envious of you. Why are you staying? Don't ignore that. That's a real thing. And that's why, because you either love this person, you have love. That's what I'm saying with the Two of Cups. There's emotion here. King and Queen of Swords don't deal with emotion though. They don't deal with emotion in that same sense. They're not, it's not like I say, they're not loving people. You're just not going to be able to manipulate them on an emotional level. And then we've got this heart with the bloody swords going through it. So it feels like there's no love here. This is rose-coloured glasses, rose-coloured spectacles, looking at this situation when the reality is very, very different. Yeah, red flags. What's the saying? Oh, God, I can't remember what it is and I can't remember where I heard it now. But something about if you're wearing, like, rose-coloured spectacles, then you don't see the red flags as even being red. Because you've already put that haze of, you're going to see everything sunny and rosy and you don't want to see things for what they are. So, I mean, people show you who they are. It's up to us to believe them. Make choices and decisions and take actions off the back of who they show themselves to be. This is deep. Right, let me read this evil eye, protection and heart. And I saw resilience at the bottom of there. With this 10 of Wands in the reversed, this isn't the kind of situation that you're meant to be resilient within. By ignoring red flags and thinking that you can put up with and load my plate up with more and more and more bullshit. That's not what resilience is. It is resilient, but that's not the best use of your resilience, if you know what I mean. Drop the burden. Accept what you can't change, and you can't change these people. And if they choose to change, that is a choice that they will make with themselves and God. It's got nothing to do with you. Right, let's go with this evil eye. Protection. It says, in many cultures, the evil eye is a symbol of protection against misfortune that others may wish upon you. Say, in relation to a new beginning or you moving in a new direction. It deflects envy, it brings good luck and protects you from any ill will that could otherwise have a negative effect on your well-being. This card is a sign of not only protection but empowerment too. When you take the steps to protect yourself, and this is what we were talking about, when you take the steps to make a choice to protect yourself, to stand up for yourself, whether mentally, physically or spiritually, there is no reason to fear. This can also speak of being in the public eye or receiving increased attention, indicating that there's a need to be aware of your surrounding energy. You may see the evil eye show up in many ways, such as in an emoji, a charm, or a sticker on a laptop as illustrated in the card. This also confirms that you are and will be protected. The aloe vera plant illustrated alongside the evil eye sticker further emphasizes the spiritual representation of protection and good luck. The beauty of this symbol is that you can easily incorporate it into your life anywhere that you feel that it is necessary. So, as we were saying yesterday, you're being protected, but you also need to protect yourself by removing what you know, don't ignore, is working against you permanently. And it's like I say, you know, with the High Priestess, somebody knows here. I don't know. We've got King and Queen of Swords here. So I don't know if this is like within a relationship. We've got the Two of Cups here. There's no love between these two people if this is the case. I don't know if it, like I say, if this is in a family sense where you're ignoring red flags. I'm not sure. But don't allow your feelings or love. You can still love people from a distance. You can still love people and not have them in your life. You can still have an open heart and not be wishing ill will towards people, but have boundaries and protect your own energy. Love isn't, they say love's blind. It's not. Infatuation is blind and obsession is blind. Love is very discerning. Love is very, very discerning. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.